as we have Aprilla demonstrating to us by walking on that narrow tree surface. Now, as you can see, they have massive feet, but the cracks and ridges on the soles of their feet allow them to have a good grip while climbing steep hills, cliffs, and even mountains. For those of you with cameras, you might want to keep them ready, as Aprilla is going to give you a nice salute. She's impressing you a little bit further by walking backwards on that very narrow tree surface. There you go, that's a 2-footed salute by a 3-ton elephant. Thank you, Aprilla. Now, just as I mentioned, elephants like Aprilla can weigh up to at least 3,000 kilograms, but on the other hand, our mahouts will never ever weigh anywhere close to that. But let's watch as our mahouts effectively guide the elephants by using very simple vocal commands. Now, let me get Mahout for you. Now, good morning, mahouts. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Now, good morning. Now, can we have our elephants to turn right, please? Now, simple vocal commands from our mahouts, and our elephants turn right and left would be just the same. Now, were you impressed, everyone? No, I don't think they were impressed. You're the only one who was clapping. Okay, let's do something to impress the crowd. How about we get our elephants to fly? Yes, fly. Alright, the propelling of the trunks, flapping of the ears, 1 foot up, Why is everyone clapping? What happened to their takeoff? No wings to fly today. Of course, we're just kidding. Elephants don't fly. But let's get back to the show. Now, mahouts, can you have elephants move backwards, please? Now, simple vocal commands from our mahouts is actually in Sinhalese because our pioneer elephant came all the way from Sri Lanka. So to keep to that tradition, they decided to train the rest of our elephants in Sinhalese. And for what would be just the same, clumsy mahout dropping their anchors. Not to worry, our ladies to the rescue as they return them to their favorite mahouts. Thank you, ladies. Now, of course, the elephant's trunk is the most versatile limb, consisting of at least 50,000 intertwined muscle units. Now, the trunk is strong enough to pick up something as heavy as a log, and also sensitive and delicate enough to pick up something as small as a coin, Mahududaya. Alright, let's see how Gambe picks up the coin from the ground using just the tip of her trunk. Now, she picks it up slowly using the tip of her trunk and returns it back to her favorite mahout. Well done, Gambe. Well done, Mahududaya. But I think the coin was a bit too small. Can we try something a bit bigger so that everyone can have a good view of it? Right, that's a good idea. Let's try the hat. Alright, Mahout drops the hat on the floor. Let's see how Gambe picks up the hat. Now she's going to try to place it on a Mahout's head. She uses it No, Gambe, not your head. It's not going to fit your head. Okay, of course, she's going to try once more. She sucks up the hat this time around using a different technique. She walks slowly towards her mahout. With a bit of time, she walks slowly, just a bit of adjustments, walks slowly towards her mahout, and she takes her aim and places it gently on the mahout's head. Tap, tap, tap to make sure it's in place, and the pair exchanges handshakes and words of appreciation. Well done, Gambe. Welcome to the Of course, while being very kind, she's going to give you a nice treat, and that's a nice juicy kiss from a 27-year-old elephant. Thank you, Gambe. Thank you, Mahududaya. Ending this segment on a high note. Now to move on to the rest of the show. Take a good look. Mahout, why doesn't she want to continue the show? Okay, sure. So what does she want? Yeah. So the kiss was for a reward. Time to give her the reward. In it goes. And nicely done, Gambe. Nicely done, Mahududaya. Now once again, to your left, we have Jati. She elevates herself by stepping on that stump and reaches out for that comb of bananas. Now bear in mind, elephants in the wild usually reach out for fruits or even leaves that's not easily accessible to other animals. Nicely done, Jati. A nice reward for yourself. Of course, center stage we have Aprilla, this time around showing how strong elephants can get. Of course, the African elephants are known to be the largest species, but these Asian elephants are out to show us that they are definitely the stronger ones. A few more kicks from Aprilla to roll that log into the water. A bit more, sweetheart, and into the water it goes. A nice salute for everyone right in front. strong these elephants can get. This time around, our elephants are not empty-handed. Now each of them have a coconut with them. For this segment, you might want to prick up your ears and listen up to this. Down. And almost there, Gambe. And there we go, just as easy as crushing a peanut. Now try this at home, trust me, you'll never get any problem. Now of course, take a good look to your right, everyone. As we have Jati this time around, she's going to show you how strong these elephants' trunk and skull is. She's going to easily push that log into the water. How about an encouragement for everyone? Put our hands together to encourage Jati. A few more pushes and a bit more adjustment as she nudges at the correct point of the log. Trying to adjust the log to make sure it's in place, so it's much easier for her to push it into the water. Almost there, Jati. Don't worry, take your time. Now just to let all of you know, Jati is 32 years old. She's in the making of becoming a matriarch, showing how strong she can get. Almost there and into the water with a big splash. Well done, Jati. Of course, to finish that off, we will have Umbrella this time around helping Jati. She's going to go into the water to drag that log back up onto land, into position and back onto the ramp. Now meanwhile, let me just share with you a little bit about our elephants. In the water we have Aprilla, one of our youngest elephants here at the Singapore Zoo. In fact, she is the half-sister of Intan, also here at the Singapore Zoo. She's resting right now. But they're half-sisters, they came all the way from Indonesia. They have the same father but different mothers. Gambi, on the other hand, the one right in the center, she's 27-year-old. She is the most friendliest of all the elephants here at the Singapore Zoo. In fact, she used to be brought out to meet people and even young children because of how friendly she is. Also, just as I mentioned, we have Jati. She's our 32-year-old, making up the matriarch. And with that said, back to our elephants, we have Aprilla, almost done. A few more pushes up onto land. And there you go, Aprilla. One of our youngest elephants, but also showing us how strong she can get. Of course, she's not just done. She's going to position that log back into where it should be. Just bear in mind that what you see over here, all the pushing, the kicking, is a form of exercise for our elephants here at the Singapore Zoo. Out there in the wild, elephants travel for miles looking for food, and that's a form of exercise for them. So over here in the Singapore Zoo, our mahouts arrange for physical and mental stimulants like painting sessions and definitely the form of exercises you see over here. Just as I mentioned, these mahouts also use very simple vocal commands. They're Sinhalese, in fact, because our pioneer elephant Komali, she's our oldest elephant. She came all the way from Sri Lanka and she's almost done, Aprilla. How about a round of applause for Aprilla, everyone? Nicely done, sweetheart. And a nice salute for everyone in front of us. Now, after all that hard work, all the pushing, the kicking, it's time to wind down a little. We have Mahout Sulaiman and Mahout Udaya this time around. We have Jati and Gambi as well. What they're going to do is they're going to show us how people in India and Sri Lanka estimate the size of wild elephants. Now what they did is they outlined the front foot of the elephant. They're going to double it up. Now they're going to measure it once more using that stick and the long rope, all the way from the top shoulder blade to the front foot. And let me get our mahouts for you. Let's check how tall elephants are. Now Mahout Sulaiman, how tall is Jati? She's 2.6 meters. And Mahout Udaya, how tall is Gambi? 2.4 meters, very accurate. And of course, being that tall, how do our mahouts get the elephants to lie down during their daily scrub down, during their elephant bath? Now let's see what our mahouts are going to do. They're going to use one simple basic word. Mahout Sulaiman will use just one word to get all our elephants, all three of them, to lie down. Alright, Mahout Sulaiman, can you have one word to get all of them to lie down? Can, sure. Gambi is almost there. One word, hida in Sinhalese, which means lie down, and Gambi is down. Nicely done, Gambi. And Aprilla is almost done as well. 2 down, and almost there, 2 down, and 1 more to go. How about... No, Mahout Sulaiman, why are you clapping? I said 3 elephants, you know. Yes, 3. I need Jati to lie down as well. Okay, let's get Jati to lie down. Okay, let's try the fruit. Let's see if she wants to lie down. No. You don't want to lie down. Why, Jati? She doesn't like the sugar cane. I think it's a bit too small. Can we try something a bit bigger? Do you have something bigger for her? Apple? No. She doesn't like the apple. She doesn't like the sugar cane. Okay, how about the bananas? Good idea. We'll try the bananas. I hope this works, Jati. Do you want to lie down? Again, no. She doesn't like the fruits. Not lying down. So how now? How about her favorite fruit? Durian. Yes, do you have the durian, Mahurama? You ate it for breakfast. And then now to get Jati to lie down. We need to get her to lie. Oh, Mahud, Sulaiman, what is she doing? Ask her, so do you really need your twigs and branches? Is that all you need to lie down? All she needs is the twigs and branches. Now watch everyone as she very intelligently places those twigs and branches onto the ground, just like a pillow. And she lies down. Almost there, Jati. Place it nicely onto the floor. Almost there. Now what is she doing? Is she gonna lie down? Natural behavior. Oh, to get rid of all the insects and all the insects, just like we fluff our pillow, everyone. How intelligent are these elephants? And now she wants her food, of course. In it goes and down to the ground. Jati, nicely done. Now to end the show, we need all our elephants to get up onto their feet. We have Gambe up, we have Aprilla as well, and again, everyone's clapping, but we have Jati on the floor. How to end the show? Okay, Gambe knows what to do. Let's see what's Gambe gonna do. I see what she's gonna do. Hadir, Gambe, Hadir. Get her up. We need to end the show, you know. Hadir. It's not working. It's not working. Okay, fine. We will help you. How about everyone clap your hands?